This is an educational video which is showing the end-to-end process on mosaic art projects for people who want to make a good living by creating custom-made mosaic art project for clients. So no fancy edits, just experience. So let's take a look at the mistakes made on this mosaic project. Today I believe that what I made that day was a mistake, but at that time I didn't know. So mistakes during the workshop. It's about let me show you this way. It's about that adhesive that I tried to use at that time. You see this yellow spots in here. Oh my God. It's terrible. I feel so sorry today. Look at this here. Look at that. So what is that? This is the end result of using a wrong type of adhesive to glue mosaic tiles on a mesh. Okay, this is kind of I even don't know how to call it. I don't know what type of adhesive that was. It was yellow and it was smelling like crazy. Well, this can happen when you don't have any idea about what to use. So the correction of that would be, today I'm using that PVA glue. It's water-based, doesn't smell. It smells, but not that much like that one. And it's more healthier than that, for sure. And you can just wash it out by using a towel with water on. But that stuff, you can only clean it by thinner, how you call that? I don't know how this guy has, cleaned this up. I believe they use some heavy chemicals, and it's a shame. It's terrible. Also in here, you see that? This is all the fingertips, When you start to glue your tiles on mesh, then after a while you will also have glue on your fingertips, and this is all, look at that. It's terrible. So another mistake, as you can see here in the corner, after a while you get tired, and then you start to lay tiles like that. I shouldn't put this tile in here. I should cut that piece here off. Also that tile, I can see that I first put this one, the green one, and then I continued with the yellow one. I believe that's why you see I had to put a smaller one, which destroys the whole idea. Actually, look at that. I can understand, okay, it's handmade and stuff, but this is stupid. I never should put tiles like that, and then the following tile should be never this one. It should be look clean, because the idea was when you change the colors like that and you have these corners and here they don't have, then it looks kind of a 3D effect. And so anyway, this was a mistake. And that gluing thing here was a big mistake too. Then we have mistakes during the installation. Let's check out what kind of mistakes these are. Okay, here we go. Here you can see, the installation made by other guys. I was there, but somehow I didn't see this area. You see the tiles are correct in size because I used that one, that wood frame, if you remember. And here you see solid line, perfect, almost, doesn't even look like a handmade. But here, during the installation, here is too much of mortar that they use to stick, to glue these tiles, to adhere the tiles on a wall. So they had too much of mortar here on the wall, and they just press it down to the wall, and then all this stuff came out from the gaps in here. So what does that mean? The grouting, the grout will no chance to reach. It's the gaps are already filled. So I believe here, I don't have any footage of that, no pictures, but I believe they had to scratch all the stuff out. I didn't notice at that time in 2005, but right now, so we all should take care about that we don't have too much mortar, and press the tiles on it, then you have this kind of looks terrible. You have to take all the stuff out to let the grout in. Another problem, they pushed this one too much up, which caused this view. You see that? Bomb. That's a problem. Also in here, this one is too up. Doesn't look straight. Maybe from a distance you can't see it. When you get closer, when you are in a jacuzzi which is in front of this mosaic, then you will definitely see this kind of, it's a mistake. Here I didn't see any mistake, but I see a lot of mortars coming out again. See that? Okay, anyways, that was the two mistakes that I've noticed after 13 years. Mistakes made on point. Okay, managing financial balance is a blank paper, as you see. So what is managing financing, the finance of the project and your balance? It's like you have a certain price for your work, and okay, I will talk the finance and balance about on this project. It was like we didn't sign any contract, which was a mistake, but not with him. He paid out everything correctly, and we had no problem with this client about our balance or financing the work. But normally what I should have done, is this the right word that I'm choosing, is to make a contract. The contract is good for both sides, for me as an artist and for the client as well. So it is saving the client and me as well, is what I'm trying to say. The client will have his work, because on the contract you have there's written like, you will get this mosaic in this size and this color, this thickness on that time, and if not, you will also make a statement like you are ready to pay a punishment per day or per week or per month. So the client is satisfied with that, and he know that he will get his mosaic on time. And for me as an artist, it means I will guarantee that my money will pay it out at the right time, and my balance as well. For this project, I have advance payment and the balance, which you get normally, usually at the end of your work, which is quite dangerous actually sometimes. We will follow up on that on the future videos on another projects where we had a lot of trouble. On this project, I wanted to have 50%, and the balance, I said you can give it to me when the work is done, and it worked out well. But it is important, it can be turned to a nightmare. Your balance is still not on your bank, so the client can just say, you know, this is not what I was dreaming of. And then he will start to cut your payment. And that's a big problem. On this project, no problems with the client. Everything went well. We was paid out correctly on the right time, but the mosaics also was delivered on time to the construction area, what you have seen at the last video. I guess this is all about the project. You can support the artist if you think this video was helpful for you. You can do this by buying goods designed by the artist. Thank you.